Namaste, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt, and this is my beautiful wife Jody. And thanks for joining us today for this beautiful outdoor 30-minute yin yoga class. And we're just going to be focusing today on embracing the beautiful day around, beautiful power of nature. It's really nice here today, and we're going to dive right into it. So for today's class, all you're going to be needing is your yoga mat and a block, and we're going to start right off in a position we never kind of do from the start, but we're going to be lying down on our bellies here, lowering yourself down very slowly into sort of sphinx pose. And from here we're just going to extend the right arm to the side. Jody's going to extend her left arm to the side, and then from here we're just going to push with our left hand and then bringing the left foot behind and down on the ground here. So we're stretching our chest. You can rest the side of your head on the ground. Just opening up the front of our body here. We do hold a lot of tension in our shoulders, chest area. And I decided to start with this today. So just reconnect with your breath here. Taking some deep inhales through the nose. Deep exhales through the nose. Relaxing the mind, relaxing the body. And just enjoying your life. And we can roll back on our bellies, bring that left leg back in line with the center of our core. And from here, we're going to be extending, this time, the left arm to the side. And then pushing with the right hand on the floor here. Just going to be rolling on the left hip. So your left arm is fully extended. You are on your left hip here. And then the right leg will come behind and back, and then we can push on the floor with the right hand to just stretch again the chest area, shoulders, the front of our bodies. And we can release, bringing our legs back together, rolling on our bellies, releasing that arm very slowly. And from here, we're going to be placing our arms on the floor in front of us, aligning our elbows with our shoulders, and just going into a beautiful Sphinx pose. Closing our eyes, noticing how that feels good in our low backs. And just breathing the fresh air around us. And from here, very slowly, we're going to lower our upper body down, flaring out our elbows for a second, placing one hand on top of the other, and then bring our forehead to rest on the back of our hands here, releasing the low back. Just taking a few breaths and enjoying how that feels for us today. And from here, we can bring our hands in line with our shoulders, pushing ourselves up and our hips back, going on to our knees here. And I'm going to invite you to bring the knees to the edges of your yoga mat on both sides, touching your big toes together. And then we're just going to sit down on our heels here, lengthening the spine, taking one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward, going into wide knee child's pose, stretching the spine, stretching again the low back. Just enjoying this beautiful asana. And we can slowly push our hands back, raising our upper body here. And we're going to be doing a new position here that we haven't done before, called half hero. So I'm just going to bring the block forward, come to the center of my yoga mat here. So we want to keep the right leg bent and the shin along the side of that right leg. And then we're just going to bring the left leg forward into this position. Now, if you are experiencing a lot of knee pain, this is where the block can be kind of handy to place it underneath your left glute here, propping yourself up to maybe just be a little bit more comfortable in this position. Now, I'm going to use it on this side because I got an injury to my right knee a few years back. But feel free to do either or. So from here, we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward, going into a nice, deep hamstring stretch on the left leg here. If you find that you are softening up into the position, you can walk your fingertips further away, going deeper into the stretch until you find your new edge. So from here we can walk our hands back very slowly. We're just going to be rolling on the right hip here, releasing the block from underneath our glutes. And then going back down, we're going to bring the left leg into a 90-degree angle towards the front of the mat. And then the right leg will make a 90-degree angle towards the back. So then squaring off our hips here towards the front of the yoga mat. And you can place the block in front of you to support your head. We're just going to take one big inhale here. Exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward, bring the forearms right in front of that left shin. And then using the block to support our forehead as we lower ourselves down here. So you should feel a nice deep stretch in the left glute. So we're setting ourselves up into deer pose, finding stillness, reconnecting with our breath. And we can push ourselves back up out of this position. And we can come back onto our knees here at your own time. Very slowly. And now we're going to align the left shin along the side of our left thigh. We can roll on the left leg here, bringing the right leg in front of us. And then if you want, you can place the block underneath your glute for support. Lining your hips off here towards the front of your mat. I'm going to take one big inhale again. Exhale, walking our fingertips forward. Going into a nice deep stretch right at our point of resistance, which we called our edge. And we can slowly release again the position, rolling on to our left hip, moving the block aside, and then rolling on to the right hip to bring the right leg to a 90-degree angle towards the front, and then the left leg to a 90-degree angle towards the back. So bringing the block in front of us here, squaring off our hips to the best that we can. We're just going to take one big inhale. Exhale, walk our hands forward, placing the forearms in front of our right shin, and then bringing the forehead to rest on the block. You might notice that one side is tighter than the other. You might be experiencing more difficulties setting yourself up on one side than the other, and that is totally normal. Just take your time and see what feels right and good for you today. And we can push ourselves back up here, moving the block aside. And bring our legs in front of us. We're going to be making our way down to our backs. And then from here we're going to be going into recline twist. So we're going to be bringing both knees in towards our chest, placing the right hand on the exterior edge of the left knee. And then we're going to allow our hips to move to the right side, all the way down. If you are struggling to bring them down, you can always use a block for support here. Whatever feels good for you. And then the right hand can act as a support to help you stay into the position. To deepen the stretch, you can extend the left arm to the side and then look left. So this is called recline twist in Yin Yoga. And it feels amazing for the spine and the low back. So from here we can bring our knees back to center, placing our feet on the ground and taking a moment to wiggle our hips left to right. And when you're ready, you can bring your knees back up, lifting your feet off the ground, and the left hand will come to the exterior edge of the right knee. And then we're going to allow our hips to move left as we look right and extend our arm to the right side, going into a nice recline twist. And we can bring our knees back to center here, placing our feet on the ground, and then wiggling left to right, very slowly, releasing the hip socket and the low back here, which feels amazing. What a beautiful day to be outside. And we're going to conclude today's class, extending our legs in front of us, finishing into Savasana, reconnecting with our breath, and just relaxing here. So I'm going to invite you to come all the way up to the seated position whenever you're ready. So I hope you enjoyed this beautiful Yin Yoga class with Jody and I. It was our pleasure to have you join us outdoors during this beautiful summer day for this class. And we're going to be seeing you on the next one. So we wish you a beautiful day. Hands at the heart. Big inhale. And exhale. Namaste, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.